All right, today we're going to dig into a project that's trying to blend some of the biggest ideas in crypto. We're talking AI, data analytics, and decentralized finance. It's called SoSoValue, and we're here to figure out if it's a real game changer or, just riding the hype train.
Okay, so let's just jump right in. Picture this, a single platform that uses AI to make sense of all the crazy market data, and then it lets you invest in these diversified, on-chain portfolios, kind of like crypto ETFs. I mean, that's the ambitious promise at the very heart of SoSoValue.
But here's the real question we're trying to answer today, isn't it? Is this mashup of tech genuinely helpful for investors, or is it just another cool-sounding idea that doesn't really deliver? That's what we're going to unpack.
So, to really get to the bottom of this, we first have to understand what exactly SoSoValue is claiming to do. What is the core promise they are making to you, the user? At its core, SoSoValue is positioning itself as an all-in-one toolbox. The goal is for it to be your AI research assistant, helping you cut through the noise of the crypto market and also be the platform where you actually act on that research through decentralized investing.
Okay, so a big promise like that needs some serious tech to back it up. Let's pop the hood and take a look at the engine. How does SoSoValue actually work?
Now, what's really interesting here is how the whole thing is split into two main parts that work together. First, you've got the AI brain, right? It's just munching on all kinds of on-chain and off-chain data. Then, you have the decentralized protocol, and that's the part that lets you create and trade these on-chain index funds, which they call SSIs.
And really, what this all boils down to is simplicity. Instead of you having to go out and buy 10 different AI tokens or 5 different gaming tokens, the whole point of SoSoValue is to let you buy one single token that represents that entire basket of assets.
Theory is great, but a project's history and the actual numbers, well, they tell the real story. So let's look at the evidence and see how SoSoValue has actually been doing out in the wild. We'll kick things off with its market cap, which is sitting at around $108 million. Now, to put that in perspective, that puts it squarely in the small to mid-cap zone in the crypto world. It's not some tiny, unknown project, but it's also a long way from being a top 20 giant. So that kind of sets the stage for us. And this number is really important. Only about 31% of the total 1 billion SOSO tokens are actually out there in circulation right now. This is a key thing to watch, because the other 69% could be released over time, and that could potentially push the price down if demand doesn't grow with it. And for a little bit of history, the token's all-time high was 94 cents. That was back in October of 2025, right in the middle of all that initial launch excitement. So yeah, it's seen a pretty significant drop since then, which, to be fair, is a pretty common story for a lot of new crypto projects.
So here's a quick snapshot that pulls all those numbers together. You can see the current price is hanging around 34 cents. There's that market cap we talked about, the supply details, and its current rank on CoinMarketCap, which puts it somewhere in the top 250 projects.
The project's timeline is pretty telling too. It launched in 2025, and then pretty quickly in early 2026, it locked down a solid $15 million in funding. And what's really interesting is that they didn't stop there. They went on to build their own blockchain and their own decentralized exchange. That shows a clear ambition to build a whole self-contained ecosystem.
So we've looked at the promise, we've looked at the track record. Now it's time to weigh the evidence. Let's break down the token's real utility, see how it stacks up against the competition, and get honest about the risks you need to know about.
The SoSo token isn't just for speculating. It's designed to be the lifeblood of the whole system. You use it for pretty much everything: voting on decisions, staking, paying for transaction fees on their blockchain, and even unlocking the more advanced AI tools. This wide range of uses is really key to its potential long-term value.
Now, when you put SoSoValue side by side with its competitors, you really see what makes it different. You've got research platforms over here, like Masari or Nansen, and then you have decentralized index platforms over there, like Index Co-op. SoSoValue is basically trying to smash those two worlds together into one platform. But let's be real here. This is a very new and unproven model. The token's price has been all over the place, and honestly, the platform can be pretty complicated, which is a big hurdle for new users. Throw in some tough competition and some grumblings from the community about confusing reward systems, and you start to see the challenges it's up against. So, after weighing all this, the tech, the numbers, the risks, what could the future actually hold for SoSoValue? Let's game out a few of the possible scenarios. You can kind of see 3 ways this could go. The super bullish case is that their on-chain indexes and their blockchain really take off, driving massive demand for the SoSo token. A more middle-of-the-road outcome is that it finds a solid, loyal user base with more advanced crypto traders and just grows steadily. But the bearish case is that it's just too complex, the competition is too strong, and the project just kind of fizzles out.
And if there's one thing you take away from all this, it should be this. For SoSoValue to win in the long run, people have to actually use its tools. Its future can't just be about people betting on the token price. Real adoption is the only thing that matters.
So I'll leave you with this question to think about. Is an all-in-one platform like this the future of crypto investing? Or is that complexity its fatal flaw, the very thing that will keep it from ever really hitting the big time?
And hey, as always, please remember, this is just for educational purposes. It is not financial advice. You've got to do your own deep research before making any decisions.